Welcome back to Wholesaling Quickies, the series where I try to get as much information out in less than 5 minutes because we all know that's as long as you can pay attention. All right, so today we're going to be talking about the 6 steps to unshakable confidence. Like, for example, recording a video in the middle of a thunderstorm because you guys need something to keep you entertained. Step number 1, go into each call embracing being the buyer, knowing that you can solve the seller's problem. They need us more than we need them. So as we're talking to the motivated sellers, you have to understand that each one of these conversations is vitally important to us, but it can be life-altering for this motivated seller. So go into it with empathy, understanding, but also the confidence to walk away if you're not the right solution. Number 2, be prepared to actually understand if you are the solution. What I mean by that is, make sure all of your systems and everything are set up to analyze the deal correctly and be able to close the deal. So for me, when I'm talking to a motivated seller, I have my comping softwares up, I have my dispo softwares up to analyze how many buyers I have in the area. I have the contract already pre-filled out. I have my electronic signature device ready to be sent. I am prepared to analyze this deal and close it if it's the right seller for us. Number 3, embrace the human-to-human interaction. Guys, these people are selling one of the largest assets that they're gonna own in their entire life for a discount. Make sure that you go into these conversations truly paying attention to the motivation more than anything. One of the biggest mistakes I see with wholesalers, especially when they're new, is they get so wrapped up on the numbers, the asking price, the condition, how much work does the property need. Yes, all of that is important, but really the most important thing is analyzing the seller's motivation and making sure you are the correct solution by buying their piece of real estate. Number 4, be immune to the thought contagion. In this industry, that it's impossible to one-call close sellers, or that you need months and months of follow-up. Who here's heard that the gold is in the follow-up? Yeah, it's important to follow up, but once you have the seller on the phone, it is vitally important that that is a moment of truth. That is the moment right there where you embrace it and you try to close the deal. If you're always pushing to, hey, let me go comp this, let me talk to my partners, let me talk to my fake underwriters, you're literally just adding a barrier to the end result that you desire, which is getting a signed contract. Number 5, flow like water. Create a consistent pattern on how these conversations go. At some point in time, you will develop habits where when a seller asks you things that maybe don't fit inside of your script, or in our case, the closer's formula, you know how to respond. One of those is, well, Mr. Seller, what's your asking price for that property? I'll sell it for the right price. Awesome. What's the right price? Or, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, tell me a little bit about what you got going on. What I got going on? What does that mean? My response, I flow like water. I already know how I'm going to respond to that. Well, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, you just asked me for $100,000. Put yourself in my shoes. Wouldn't you want to know everything? Sell me on it, baby. I need to know the condition, the occupancy, the timeline, your motivation. Tell me everything about it. Flow like water in these conversations. You are completely fine having conversations with anyone else out there. If you were to go buy a car, would you struggle on what to ask the salesman about the car? Hell no. You don't have a problem with that because it's your money. Treat it the exact same way when you're talking to motivated sellers. And the last one is disconnect from each call. Do not allow a negative result on the previous call to impact your performance, your energy, and your attention on the next motivated seller. Like I said earlier in this video, that call, that conversation could be completely life-altering for that motivated seller and for you as the wholesaler. So make sure that you disconnect from each one of these, even if it's a highly emotional conversation. Get up, walk around, go look at the lake, stand out in the middle of a thunderstorm. Whatever you got to do, disconnect from the call. Now, if you enjoyed this video and you want to watch a much longer explanation of each one of these steps, you can watch this video right here. Otherwise, make sure you like this one. I'm gonna go get dry. We'll see you tomorrow.